Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Realm of Requiem. Today is episode 4, and we're still in the Nether. It's still in peaceful mode. Right now, our goal is get a bunch of gold, get a bunch of ancient debris, and make a full set of netherite armor. And if time allows, we'll hopefully be able to make a sheep and cow farm as well. Chat, I noticed during my filming when I make videos that I really don't have much to say, so I end up cutting out a lot of footage, meaning I really don't have as much content as I'd like to put out for y'all. For example, the past 3 episodes of this series, I've recorded for almost an hour each video, and I only have a fraction of that to post because I cut out so much time in which I don't say anything at all. So here in episode 4, I'd like to try something a little different. And if you watched my previous videos from about a year ago when I made content before school started, if you watched those videos, you'd know that Christianity is a really big part of my life. And so making that part of my channel would reflect what I want for my YouTube community going into the future, especially how the Bible can help us interpret our lives in different ways. So I'm going to start by reading from Matthew chapter 5 because this chapter really speaks out to me. I saw the verse and I figured since I don't have much else to say during these videos, I'd like to at least share a little bit of the word with you today. Matthew 5 goes like this. And seeing the multitudes, he went up on a mountain, and when he was seated, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be fulfilled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its flavor, how can it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light shine before men, so that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. So these several verses really speak out to me because it really reflects the nature of what God calls you to do in your life, whether or not you believe in Christianity or the Bible. If this is new to you, I'm not a professional, so I can't give you major life advice, but what this means for me is all of us have a gift in this life. All of us have some sort of situation that we need to be in, some people that we need to be there for. And provided that we are the salt of the earth and the light of the world, we are made for this mission that basically means, like it's our goal to fulfill these things so we can be better people for the people that we need to comfort and support in life. Like, there are people out there who are mourning right now, but they shall be comforted. There are people who hunger and thirst, but God says that they shall be filled. The merciful will obtain mercy. The peacemakers will be the sons of God. The persecuted have a place in the kingdom of heaven. And so another big lesson that I'm getting from this passage in the Bible is really that, there are a lot of bad things going on right now. Like, so many things in this world are absolutely not how they're supposed to be at all. But God knows what he's doing. Through it all, he's been with you, with me, and chat, I don't know what you have to go through, but if there's one thing I want you to take away from this verse, if there's one thing I want you to take away from Matthew chapter 5, is that, all bad things will round out one day. It may not look like God cares sometimes, but in the end, it'll all be for good. And God shows throughout the Bible that he brings a sort of renewing power to the people. They might have never thought that they'd be whole again. They might have thought that the situation in their life is too out of their control. But, God's here to say that things will get better again. and it's not always going to be painful in life. So keep it in mind, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And one day every knee will bow. And so it's up to you to be prepared for these things when they happen, so that you can be called peacemakers, that you can be called the sons and daughters of God, that even though you are persecuted for righteousness' sake, that you can inherit the kingdom of heaven. You'll be comforted, you'll be filled, you'll obtain mercy, you shall see God, because your gift, the Holy Spirit that's within you, gives you flavor. You are the salt of the earth. You season the world with kindness and mercy. Think of it this way. How many of you have eaten, like a nice juicy steak, perfectly cooked, no seasonings, no salt, no nothing? It's just not very appetizing at all. When you add the flavor, it compels something new, an entire new palate to the taste buds that's unlike anything in this world. That is what you provide to the table as a Christian. You bring the flavor that people miss when they ignore God, when they just try to trample around Him, when they try to do things their own way by themselves. And honestly, it's up to you to lean into God and find out what He wants for you in your life, what your gift might be. Whether you're a merciful person, whether you're an outspoken person, there's all sorts of beautiful things in this life. And it's not up to me to tell you what you can and can't do, but if you never try, then you don't know how much you could succeed just by putting your mind to the will of God, what He has in store for you. And so I encourage you with these verses from Matthew chapter 5 to go out and pursue that image of yourself that you want to be through God. What are you missing in life? Ask yourself some big questions and face forward and really show yourself what you can be. Okay, chat, now that we have all the ancient debris that we need, let's head back up to the surface and get some more gold. Okay, chat, now we have more than a stack of gold, so we're going to go back to the overworld, smelt the netherite, and make some ingots. Hopefully I find a bastion of some sort and I can get some netherite upgraders or something, and then I'll be able to get my full set of netherite armor. But for now, I think our adventures are just about over. I'm gonna spread some leftover gold with the piglins to see if I can get any good loot this time. Needless to say, I don't think we're getting anything neat anytime soon. Alright, we're back in the overworld. It's time to go smelt the netherite. Oh. For once, an actually good wandering trader. I think the sheep farm should go right here and the cow farm on the other side. So next episode, I'll definitely gather some sheep and some cows and make those farms so that we have enough resources to make, our banners as well as some bookshelves for my enchanting table. But for now, this is the end of episode 4. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to show your support, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.